The season has been over for a while, but it's all the way over now. That's right. It's all the way over. I'm sorry now. Ah, Lord. Saints falls to the Bucs 19-27 after leading most of the game. That was a very frustrating loss. I thought we were going to be able to pull it off and upset the Buccaneers, and hopefully Atlanta will lose and we all will just be happy, but it didn't happen like that. Atlanta lost, we lost. So the Bucs deserve that of the NFC South title. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They played hard. They had a little downtime, but they came up. They're a really good coach team. That's what I would give the Bucs. They're very good coached, very well coached. And Todd Bowles, he has done an amazing job with that team. He's won a Super Bowl. I know you might say, well, yeah, Tom Brady. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, the Bucs have now won the NFC South, I believe, 5 years in a row now. I believe it is. Yeah, it's 5 years in a row. The Bucs have been handling business. As for the Saints, we have not. We have not been handling business. Which brings me to what I want to talk about today. It is time for the Saints to reevaluate, and move on from some players. I know many of you may have your own idea about who those players are, but we are in a situation now where we're not getting better. We're not getting better. We're not getting year after year after year. The Saints isn't getting better. So with that being said, we have to clean house. Yes, yes, yes. We have to clean house. If you continue to run this organization the way that you're running it, it will be ran into the ground. That's how I feel. We have good teammates, right? People who loves to play with each other. But I do feel like we have to move on from many of them. Many of them. Ashley Lee said, okay, what's up, Ashley? What's up, Ashley? So we have many people that we just love, here in the city of New Orleans, but it is time for us to reevaluate. We cannot continue to live like this as Saints fans. And the worst thing about it all is 2 years in a row, the Saints started 2-0 and still missed the playoffs. Still missed it. What we got in here? The sand was going on. The sand was happening. Man, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. But yeah, look at every other team in the NFL. They're good right now because they're willing to change. They're able to make it to the playoffs and give themselves an opportunity to win a championship because they are willing to change. The Rams love Jared Goff. They did. They loved Jared Goff. But guess what? They traded him away, won a Super Bowl. In fact, they let a lot of people go. They let a lot of people go. They moving things around. See, we are not doing that. We're not doing that. When the last time a real big name player was traded here? Someone who's up there with the legendary players, right? When? One could say Demario Davis, but that feels like a lifetime ago. Yeah, and I get it. We have some injuries. And if you're going to use that excuse, then you might as well say that Dennis Allen shouldn't have got fired. If you're going to say, well, we got injuries, you might as well use that excuse for Dennis Allen as well. Because it's pretty hypocritical for you to say what this team faults are and not acknowledge them for all situations. I'm tripping here. So with that being said, the Saints has to move on from many players, many of them. This is crazy, man. 5-12. I do not believe that I have seen a record like that in the last 15 years for the Saints. I do believe that. It's been a while. It's been a while since we had a 5-win season, especially when two of those wins was in the first 2 weeks of the season. Man, look, I'm tired. I'm tired. I got this Super Bowl ring right here made for myself. It's good worn down. My wedding ring worn it down on that side a little bit, but I got the Super Bowl ring. As you can see, it has the Super Bowl run on it and stuff. And I was hoping to add to this hand, or at least start on another one. Right now, all we got is one. That's it. I'm ready for another Super Bowl. I'm ready for the Saints to be relevant once again. We have to make changes. We have to move on from certain players. I know people will get upset when I say, look, it's time to trade Alvin Kamara. Right? You can get something for him. Talking about draft pick here. We don't need more tiresome players, right? But you need to get your capital down somehow, some way, so you can start making moves and be the Saints that you were back in 2009 in the years following it. Mickey Loomis needs to go because he is the main reason why we are in cap hell right now. I think they said next season we're starting $60 million over the cap. And what he's going to do? What he's going to do? He's going to re-sign players and push the pot down the street. And you're stuck in the situation where you can't even get nobody new. Mickey has to go. Gail, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? You have a general manager who hasn't been able to produce in 5 years. I think it's been 5 years. When was our last winning season? 2020? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Other teams, however, other teams who wants to get better, who wants to win a Super Bowl, would have kicked him out of the city. So he's our main problem. Another problem that I'm seeing, a lot of our players are too old. Some of them are not making the plays like they used to. And Mickey Loomis, as a general manager, doesn't want to recognize that. He doesn't want to recognize that. Our offensive line, which is another problem, sucks. Our wide receiver core doesn't. We have a really good wide receiver core. Our linebackers, they're starting to not look like linebackers anymore. Demario Davis is, but everybody else, I'm like, where you at? The only name I'm here calling is that of Demario Davis. That's it. That's it. Tyrann Mathieu, homeboy, love him. Time to go. We need a good draft class. It is time for us to say, screw it, and start all over. Hell, you're winning 5 games in a season. That's rebuild record, right? You accept that record when you're rebuilding the team. Not when you feel like you have a team that should take you to the Super Bowl. Now, right now, we're looking for a coach. Rizzy, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Rizzy ain't no different from that of Dennis Allen, but maybe the guy needs a full season. Just maybe he needs a full season. I don't know, but I would like to see a younger coach, like Sean McVay got in there. He had the Rams relevant for a very long time. Won a Super Bowl. I already said that, right? Um, I feel like we need to find talent in a younger coach, right? Quarterback position. Believe it or not, you're going to be stuck with Derek Carr for at least another year. You're going to have Carr for another year. And then afterwards, then you need to be trying to develop Rattler, I guess. I don't know, because I feel like they're never going to draft a quarterback strictly for that position. Like other teams, other teams would draft a quarterback and say, look, this is going to be our guy. You know, I don't know. I don't know. This football team is not making the proper moves to get better. They're not making the proper decisions to accomplish things. They're not. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, before I get out of here, let's go over the stats. As you know, the 4K, well, I'm sorry, New Orleans Space Studio. The 4K is my other channel. Always does. All right. Give it to me. Team comparisons. First down, Saints 19, Bucs 20. All right. Third down efficiency, Saints 3 for 13. Huh. Bucs 10 for 16. Moving the ball, huh? Fourth down efficiency, Saints 2 for 3. 2 out of 3, rather. Bucs 1 for 1. Total yards, 292 for the Saints. Bucs 395, which is absolutely ridiculous because the Saints was dominating in the first half. Total plays, Saints 63, Bucs 64. Average gain per play, Saints 4.6, Bucs 6.2. So they were leaving them in the dust. All right. Let's get down to the personal stats here. I don't know why it's always so hard for me to find the personal stats. Okay, they be moving them. Spencer Rattler, which in the first half, he had only had 14 passes. He was 26 for 42. So he was just throwing the ball, just throwing it to be throwing it, I guess. 240 yards, 1 touchdown, and an 85 QBR. Clyde Edwards-Helaire rushing. 8 rushes, 26 yards, 8 rushes. Come on, man. 3.3 average, long 12. Jamal Williams, 8 rushes, 15 yards. Come on, man. 1.9 average. What were you running for? Why did you continue to run when you had 16 attempts, resulting into 41 yards? Ridiculous, man. Receiving, Jawan Johnson, 6 receptions, 80 yards. His average was 13.3. Should have kept feeding him. And his long was 26. Targeted 7 times. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 3 receptions, 33 yards. Average 11 yards per catch. Long of 20. Targeted 8 times. Foster Moreau, I'm messing up here. 4 receptions, 31 yards, 7.8 yard per average, and his long was 11. Targeted 4 times. So he caught everything, man. He caught everything. Cedric Wilson Jr., 3 receptions, 22 yards, 7.3 average. His long was 11, and he was targeted 5 times. All right. Defense, Cameron Jordan, 1 total tackle, no sacks. Demario Davis, 6 solo tackles, 9 total. Tyrann Mathieu, 1 solo tackle, 2 total. And Will Harris, 8 solo tackles, 8 total. So Will was all over the place. Amadi, 7 solo, 7 total. And Carl Granison, 3 solo, 5 total. So, and the sack went to Jordan Holden, and he had 3 tackles, 3 solos. Hey, and he had 1 interception. So he was balling out there. And speaking of sack, we didn't even sniff Baker Mayfield. I mean, every time they got close, the guy broke away. I'm saying to myself, like, defensive line, close it up. Close it up. I don't know what their problem was. But this game was a big letdown. Hopefully, our Saints makes the right moves in the offseason. It's time to rebuild. New manager, new look, new stadium, new colors. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. We are the only team that seems to be regressing regarding that of this sport. Thank you for tuning in to New Orleans Sports Media. I would be highly appreciative if you would hit that subscribe button. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so I will definitely like for you guys to help me get there. And if you are going to hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button. To help me out that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know if you agree with me. It's time to rebuild. Sell everybody who has an expensive contract. Get rid of Loomis, and also petition for a new stadium.